So Longer here, just thought I'd do a rundown on the updates that's just been done to the website, just to make it a little bit more user friendly and more useful for players in character as well. So we've updated the menu system and just simplified it a little bit. So you've got events, booking, location page has been fully updated. So you've got links to the Facebook events there. The booking page is up to date, as you can see, to Steve's latest booking page. Link to the Facebook group there, and the latest game manual, background document, and HASC social chat are all available. Character creation returns is there as well, so a quick click through. Also got information about the game, which is one page clicks, gives you some information. That's not really changed very much. If you want to submit in-game reports, it just gives you the email address to submit those to. We've gotten rid of the form that used to be there because it's much better via the email. So we format it up properly and everything for you. You can edit your profile in here, added a couple more options in terms of things that you have in your profile, such as your status, i.e. like legal, active, deceased, wanted, etc. But the main update is access to the FAF database. So with the menus down the side or on your phone, it'll be below. Got all the latest ASCII news will be shown here in date order. And then below that, you've got the latest FAF database entries in date order. But if you want to access sort of them in detail, you can click here for ASCII News, gives you all the ASCII News items. But the FAF database goes into a bit more depth, so quite a lot of categories. So if you want to look into council matters, there's a sub category there about dictates, departmental search, when things are tagged with individual departmental items, factions. This is going to get fleshed out a lot more over the next couple of weeks. So underneath the factions, you will have further details like individuals. So for instance, under Bunk Fortitude, you probably will end up having a profile for Kincaid and the captain. Under the hive, we've got the individual hives. We'll add to the some tickets for some categories for the individual hive creatures, etc. And similarly, under Stricken, we'll have individuals of note, and then the tribes themselves. Under research, I will be posting up all the research items that have been completed to date, unless players specifically don't want me to. I'm not aware of any that don't want to be posted, but if there is, just let me know. And then the surface reports, you can search these by class or by the maps are in here as well, any maps that have been issued or the operations. And then we've got the FAF obituaries. Just click on that one. You can see all the obituaries for people that have died. And it's just a much more sort of easy way to access items. If you want to search for individual keywords, you can simply type it in here. So if you want to look for, say, Kincaid, search that. Should come up with anything that's got Kincaid in the text. So all these items will have Kincaid in the text, and as normally, just click to go in there and read it in full. One thing with all these items is every single item in ASCII News and the database is a post, and all posts you can add comments to. So if you want to go in here and talk about this item or leave some information, you can leave it here as your as you've made an account as your character. It will leave a comment as your character. This can be really useful in items such as the database, like the factions, etc. So when we flesh out these with the individual hive items, you might want to go in there and add individual information about creatures that's not there before. And if it's useful information, I'll occasionally pass through this database and do an update and condense your information into the main post, and your character will get credit for that. And as I say, research, obviously you'll be able to see your individual characters' research in there. So a lot of the main information in here, what's submitted by players at the moment, is all under the operations. It does kick it out on some of the other items that you click, but the main way to find things is via operations if you just want to look in bulk. So you got everything related to each operation. And yeah, there's obviously still a few kinks in it, but I'll keep working on it over the next week or two, and hopefully that's something that will be very useful going forward. Okay, thanks for listening.